Okay, good morning traders. I hope you are all doing fine, and I am going to have a quick rundown on I think I'm gonna do everything together at once because I am already running late. Let's put this here. So I'm gonna have let's start from gold. So on gold, I'm expecting, remember I told you yesterday that I was expecting this move, right? I thought it was going to stop short somewhere here, but it ended up being much more than what I expected, because I think I took two trades, right? And I closed somewhere here, somewhere around here. But when this was pulling back, because I thought it was this, but it wasn't that. This ended up becoming a correction here. And we went down much more lower, but I didn't take the trade afterwards anyways, because I was also expecting this up move to happen yesterday, but it didn't. So when it was here, I thought this was the one going up, so I was waiting for this impulse or correction to buy, but it didn't happen. And now the question is, are we in that up move? Are we going up, or are we forming a correction here to go down some more? So is this going to be this, and this becomes the top, and we're just going to form a correction here to form this? Hold on, let me clean all of this. So is this going to become all the correction? All the correction, and this becomes a correction on its own, comes here, does this, goes back up, comes here, does this, or even become more complex here, but end up becoming a correction here for downwards. Is that what we're going to see? Well, we don't know yet. All we need to do is to wait. I'm actually thinking this might just be over and we are going up, but this is not moving as sharp as I want it to be, and that's why I'm also thinking this is not over yet. But we'll see. It's looking more like it's going to be a correction here. And here's the thing: if we see this pullback here, if we see this here, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to put an entry order here. If I see that, I'm going to put an entry order here, and I'm going to buy it for this move. I'll buy it for this move. I'm going to buy it. Hopefully, maybe we get a pullback somewhere in the future for this, and if we get that, we might get this, or we might get this moving up, and this becomes a correction on its own here for us to go back up. So which one it is, we don't know yet, but we have to figure it out as time goes on. We'll figure it out as time goes on. silver looking similar to gold. We'll see. For now, I think for now we'll just put this like this. Put it this way and leave it. This thing is looking so flat. It's looking so flat, as though it is forming a correction here for downward continuation, but we'll have to find out. We will find out soon. Pretty soon we will find out. USOIL. Okay, so I don't know if any one of you got this move, but you should. During my yesterday daily outlook, I told you guys about this sale. Told you it was going to happen, and that I'm looking forward to seeing it happen for this. And after that, we're going up. So as you can see, it happened and we're going up. But so now the question is this all over, or are we still in that correction or channel or whatever? Are we still in it? We'll figure out pretty soon. We don't know yet which one it is, but we'll find out. For now, the trade we have is, I would like to see this pullback first. If this pulls back, we'll get an impulse. We'll wait for a correction and we'll buy. But if it pulls back, we'll also put an entry order here just in case if it decides to go really sharp without making a flag. That is what you should be looking out for now on oil. If it makes another correction here, I'll be so skeptical to buy it at the moment because of this pullback. Okay, I'll be so skeptical to buy it, and this can also end up becoming this, where we get this and we also get this. So we get this, 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 making it a complete running flat. We get this up move before we then come down. And if you look at the 1 hour, you'll see it making a whole lot of sense with this. Okay, and if we get all these clusters here, it might be just that this is the 1, 2, 3. We might get something like this coming, and we'll get this. And if we get all that in here, like I said yesterday, we will most likely get this, and we might just even stay longer here by, making another correction here, going up, having all this as a one big flat before we come down. That is an option. So which one it is going to do, we don't know. Whichever one it's going to do, we will monitor it and eventually we'll figure it out. But for now, here is your immediate trade. Look forward to see this happen before you continue buying. Same goes for UK oil, even though I don't really analyze this. This one is the one that's proving that this whole thing right here might become a correction on its own, where you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we might see this happen as a correction here, come back here, go up. Anyways, let's keep an eye on it. However it develops, we'll figure it out. Let's go for US 30. Okay, so this move hasn't happened. I was buying NAS US 30 and S&P 500 yesterday, and towards market rollover time. Well, later closed them anyways because I was going to bed. So I thought this move must have happened by now, but it didn't. So we're in this move. We have 1, we have 2, we have 3. We might be getting another correction here to go here, and after that we might get this, and after that we might get this. And if we get that, we will most likely be coming down. So wait for that move. Is this forming a running flat? Is this going to be a running flat with this, or are we forming a channel right here? Is it going to be a running flat, or are we forming a channel? Where this goes here, comes down here, we have another correction, come down here, and before we finally make a big correction to continue downwards, or an impulse, a correction, and go. Whichever one it is going, we will also figure it out as it develops. So for now, your immediate trade is to wait for this to complete, before whatever is happening here to complete, and you can trade. Okay, I don't want to confuse you with this line here, so move it here. Wait for whatever is happening here to complete. I might even extend this thing, but these lines are really irrelevant, and they are not trend lines, so to say. Most of the times they are just there for gauging. Yeah, we use them to gauge or to mark or map out structures that we see in the market. Okay, that's the usefulness. So it doesn't mean that because I drew this line, it must do whatever it has to do here, come to respect this line. No, there is no guarantee for that to happen. NAS, oh, this one went up quite more. Sorry, I think I closed somewhere here. I don't know, I closed somewhere here, and I entered because of this flag, this small flag right here. I entered. I think I closed somewhere here when it started to pull back, and I was really tired. I didn't want this thing to come back and take me out, even if I put my stop loss to break even, or leave it here and it comes right back to take me out. So I just had to exit the market and go. So it's going up. I'm expecting that up move, like I told you guys yesterday, that this move is going to go up, break this stop, and come down. So I thought it was going to fall short, making this the impulse, and every other thing that has happened here, the correction being a 1 correction, making this a 1, a 2, a 3 in the middle here, a 4, and then we come back for this 5 before we see this and then see this, which is this. But it took another shape, and that's fine. We don't control the market, we only follow what the market does, like I always say. So since we have this, I took a relook at my analysis, and here's the thing. This made an impulse and pulled back really deep, close to the start of this impulse, but did not touch it nor break it. It didn't touch this, it didn't break it. So it made this the completion of this from what I see, and this becomes the correction in the middle, making this the correction in the middle, and then this contracting flat, and we had this to complete whatever is happening here, and then we got this. I saw this too, sewed it like I did to gold when it was coming down, but because I thought it was going to just break this low and go back up, I had my take profit somewhere here, somewhere on this low. That was where I had my take profit. It hit my take profit, pulled back a little bit, and just like gold, it continued. But that's okay, that's fine. S&P 500. So on NAS, what we should be expecting is this has gone up quite well, so I am expecting it's giving us a cross already. I'm expecting as you can see, this is looking downwards. An impulse is forming a flag. I'm expecting a bigger correction here. Yeah, remember I am on the 5 minutes chart. Okay, I'm expecting a bigger correction there, and if I get that correction, I am going to, of course, put an entry order and buy it. Same thing also goes to S&P 500. This one I didn't sell. Because I also thought it was going to break this low just for this. So then I thought this whole thing is a 1, 2, 3 on its own, making this a 2, contracting flat in the middle, making this a 3, making this another correction, expanding flat, and then we will get this to break this low, hopefully, before we get this to go back up. And we still have this, which we don't know for sure if it will come, but most likely will come to complete that before we go. But it didn't happen as I expected. It went way beyond my forecast. That's what we have right there, and because we have these, we are beginning to think differently, and then because we have this, we figured out, oh, this was really part of this, and this was an impulse, so making this a 1, 2, 3, 4, and this. So we have this, and I think we are getting this. We're getting this right here, I feel. And if that be the case, then there is a likelihood we also get this to come. And if we have all these here, the way is upwards. That's what we're expecting, but right now we're here. So we wait for a correction. Wait for 15 minutes. Wait for a 15 minutes correction, a 1 hour correction, and you can continue buying. But if this crawls down here, finds its way here, makes a correction, finds its way here, you might buy this to go up. It might become this eventually to come down some more. It might also crawl down, becoming a deep correction, just like I just explained on NAS, becoming a deep correction, and still go for this. So making here a regular flat, but using it to complete this and go down for this before we go back up. So whichever it is, we'll figure it out as it happens. But you need a correction here to buy. Yeah. You need a correction. You need this correction to buy. You need it. You need that correction to buy. I would say wait for a 1 hour flag. Wait for it. Don't just jump into the trade. Wait for a 1 hour flag to buy. At least to go for another move that's equal to this or similar in length to that. Okay, which will bring us to this before we eventually start thinking about this possibility and going up. But if this forms, like I say, a flat here, then we will go down some more. We'll figure it out. I think I will also include BTC on this and Ethereum, at least in this analysis. So this one, German 30, he made an impulse. It's making a flag. Okay, let's wait for whatever is happening here to complete. You can put an entry order here, and remember these things are not trade calls. Okay, you can do your further analysis and research and further verification depending on the way you trade before you enter or jump into the market, because trading the financial market is very risky. You don't just want to just jump into everything that looks like it is buying or selling. You have to make your findings to know when to go in and when to get out, depending on your decision and the information you see on the chart. So you can put your entry order here and expect this to happen if you wish, though. But if this thing starts crawling back to the stop, if I have a pending order here, I would take it off, because this thing crawling will come down to complete this, at least before it goes. So that's the thing you need to understand. So this pending order is just to be there just in case this thing shoots up. But will it go that way? We don't know. We just have to wait for it. UK 100, yeah, you're still expecting that up move. As you can see, I wanted to buy it here. That's why this line is here. I wanted to buy it, but because I was really going to bed and I was about closing S&P 500, yeah, NAS and US 30, I also did not bother buying this. but I'm expecting this move. I'm expecting this move to happen. I'm expecting it to happen. Anyways, wait for the correction, whatever it's doing here. Wait for it. You can take it one more up. Might even form an expanding flat by going to break the stop. Might form an expanding flat before it comes down, but wait for it. Patiently wait for it. As at the moment, there is no trade set up, and here is what you need to do. If you see a convincing flag here, you might want to sell this. You might want to sell it. Reason being that this sharp impulse up might be this correction in the middle, and we might just be coming down for this, which is this breaking the low and then going back up for this move right here. So if you see a convincing correction here, you might want to sell it, so keep your eye on this one. Let me just jump into Bitcoin. Yeah, I was expecting that up move. I was expecting it. I was expecting this up move. Sold Bitcoin coming down and took profit somewhere here, because that was where my take profit was, because this was envisioned to stop. As you can see, the arrow was envisioned to stop here and go back up, but it didn't just stop there. Instead, it formed a correction here and went back down. So the question right here is, have we completed this move and going back up for this? That's a big question. Now here is a thing. If it forms a flat or a flag right here, I'll buy it to break this stop. Yeah, reason being that it's broken out of this. So if it forms a correction here, I'll buy it. And I think same thing goes for Ethereum. Yeah, as you can see, it came down pretty deep. I also sold it and I took profit somewhere here. That was where my take profit was, somewhere here. So it came down quite more than I expected, but can it still be a part of this? Can this still be a part of this move, being an expanding flat? Yeah, it might be, it might still be it. So we had this correction here and we went down more. So can we now see if this is this? Yeah, it might be. So if whatever is happening here completes itself, we might just be going up. So wait for it, patiently wait for it, and you will get it. Wait for it. BNB. Okay, this one I was also expecting to come down, which it did, and it's going up. Perfect. So we are going up for this move. Going up for that move. We're going for that move. So remember, we also are going to come down for this move afterwards. Okay, which is this move right here. Sorry, which is this move right here. We're also going to come down for it, and if that be the case, then we wait for a correction here. For a correction here, we can buy it to break the top. And what other things should I? Okay, let me take a look at a bigger picture of BTC for you. We have this move, which is this arrow here, that we are expecting to also come after this move breaks this top. Okay, and then we'll have this flat in the middle, then we'll go up for this, being this one. Before we'll have this, so BTC might just be in this range for quite some time. Let's leave it like this. Might just be in this range for quite some time, and this might just be the one that will come to break this stop again, or it might just be a correction. Oh, sorry, Ethereum. Sorry, this is Ethereum. Or it might just be the one that will come to break this stop again, which I am really not seeing happening, because I think if we have all these in this coming down, which is even a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, we're going to come down, making this whole thing the big correction before we go back up. And where does that take us to? You can see it takes us back here, and this an impulse, a correction, an impulse, a correction, an impulse. And when you have all these inside of these, what do? You likely come back to complete it before you go. So you might just still be right in this for a very long time until next year. That's it. So wait for the moves and take the trades. Sorry, wait for the moves and take the trades. I'm going to clean these things up, clean them up, but at least you have a vision of what we are expecting. And let me also take a look at BTC. You can see I'm expecting this move afterwards. I'm expecting this move to come down afterwards, and BTC is one that I think might just break the top before it reverses for this move. Hold on. Yeah, before it reverses for this move, this one right here, before it reverses for that. Are we going to see BTC come down to 15, 16,000? Think that, yeah, we are going to see it. We might see it, most likely. This might also go quite far. Might also go quite far. But we might next year be seeing BTC in the 30s, 20s, or thereabouts, most likely. But will it happen that way? I don't know. All we have to do is to wait and see what happens. But at least we have a vision or an idea of what could possibly happen. And that is it.